So, Michael and Willow. Chase is just stuck doing wheelies in his chair. Alan would be proud.
My mother always said that Alan had his heart in the right place.
Well, I'm not sure if it was his heart that was in the right place, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Scott, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so I love a little Quartermain gossip. So Michael's indiscretion. We need to weaponize that. We need to maybe get some pictures or something that we can get him over to our
I'm gonna stop
side.
you right now because I'm not interested in anything illicit. There'll be no blackmail or public embarrassment.
Wait a minute, wait, whoa. Don't you want what belongs to you?
Yes, I
Well,
do.
don't you want to avenge your father and have your seat at the Quartermain table?
Absolutely, I do. But
No, there's no buts about it here. We got to get down, we got to get dirty in the mud, because if we don't do it, let me assure you the Quartermains will, and it will be a lot worse.
blackmail's off the table.
You're no fun.
That doesn't mean that we can't leverage the situation to our advantage. I think there's evidence that can turn our case around, and it's somewhere in that house.
How do you know that?
So my dad and Edward, they wrote letters to each other about a year before Edward died. And my father had always reached out to him, and always written him. Never heard back. But then, somewhere around 2011, he wrote to him, and Edward wrote back. And they exchanged about 4 or 5 letters. My dad kept them all. And in the last one, Edward said that he was rethinking some of his earlier decisions, and that he had mentioned my dad to his lawyer.
You do know that Edward mentioned that he didn't want your father to get a dime or anywhere near ELQ.
You're missing the point. I just said Edward was rethinking his decisions.
So, you think there might be a record of those thoughts? That there's a statement that Edward was going to change his will?
I know there is. All we have to do is find it. I tried to get into Edward's study, but the housekeeper stopped me.
What did you say?
I lied. I said I was looking for the powder room.
You said powder room?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they would call it in a house like that. The evidence is in there. It can help us. I can't snoop around and get it, so we need somebody that can.
So you think we find somebody that has the access to the mansion, huh?
Correct.
Like Chase. But he's a cop. He's a good cop. He's the picture of decency.
Chase is in a lot of pain right now.
Do you think he's in enough pain to stay with a wife who is canoodling with his best friend?
You know, Chase, sometimes it's easier to talk to a complete stranger than someone that you know really well.
You mean about how I just found out that my entire marriage was a lie?
Yes. Since you and I have already started talking about that, why are we even bothering to go back in there? Why don't we just get out of here, go get a beer?
My wife is sleeping with a guy that used to be my best friend. I need to face them. It's time to end this.
Don't ever underestimate the depths that a man with a broken heart will sink to.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, this lawsuit is DOA. Dead on arrival. Goodbye.
Goodbye.